What's that? All right, guys. Top of the morning. Happy March 26th. Just got back from Nashville, Tennessee yesterday, or excuse me, last night at 2 in the morning. And here's what I want to say for everybody on this call. If you guys right now are not taking advantage of any of the mastermind calls that we have through Fast Forward Movement, I want to encourage everybody to get into those rooms. If you can afford it to go to the in-person, events throughout the year, highly recommend to get in those rooms. It's a lot of fun. You learn so much. But every single Monday, the time has changed. That mastermind is at 11 to 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, on Mondays, there's also a masterclass, and that happens from 10 to 11 o'clock. I highly recommend that in the Monday, if you have the ability to do so, Monday mornings, make that all about education and filling your cup. You're going to learn strategies. You're going to remove friction. You're going to hear different ways to approach everything that we're approaching right now with the NAR settlement and so on and so forth. And past that, you just get to hear from different people in all different markets across the country and how they're operating their business. And my hope is that each of you will gain something. So if you're not in it right now, you guys can check Slack weekly. The password is in there. If you're not on the emails, if you're not in the Facebook group, reach out to us. We'll make sure that you guys are in that group because I think it's really, really powerful. Obviously, lean into your own community here at Fast Real Estate, but also lean into Fast Forward Movement. And it is a great attraction tool. If you're working with somebody right now from another brokerage and are considering joining us, you should invite them to keep it moving and you should invite them to a Fast Forward Movement. And then you say, hey, how did you like that? What were your takeaways? You want to talk a little bit more about what it actually looks like to be in our world? Cool. And then set up a time for them to talk with me, you guys. I promise if they come to those two sessions, they'll get a real sense of what it's like being here, not only on a local level, but on a very, very big scale as well. So excited to be back. Tons of great stuff that we talked about over the last couple of days, but I'm going to turn it over to Karina for a quick teaching moment, and then we'll get right into the slides for the week. Let's go, Karina.
Okay, so for many of you, I have walked you through your offers or helped you while you're writing them as a newer agent. I just want to extend the invitation, even if you're an experienced agent and you're getting multiple rejected offers and things, just to clean up those offers, tweak the strategy a little bit, see if I see something that's a little bit different that might be, holding you back when it comes to getting your offers accepted. I mean, obviously we can't really do much about what the buyers can afford, but if there's any, little clues or things to polish your offers up, make them look cleaner, please come see me for feedback and or reach out to other team members. Sometimes all it takes is a second set of eyes, but we're really focused on helping you improve over time and getting those offers accepted the next time around. So even if you get one rejected or two, let's look at those actual offers and figure out maybe why.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you guys, for everyone on the call, just want to make this very, very clear. You guys are not able to offer any type of compensation to somebody else that does not have a real estate license. You cannot offer a kickback of any form, like, hey, if you send me a referral, I'll send you $1,000, whatever the case is. You cannot, based on your license, offer any type of monies to another human being that does not have a real estate license. So be really, really particular and careful. If you are or made a mistake about posting that type of stuff online, you cannot offer any type of money to anybody else that does not have a real estate license. Now, as we continue on over the next couple of weeks, there's something that I want to share with you guys. First and foremost, please raise your hand if you guys have your Zenlist account already set up. Now, we want to remove that verbiage. We want to talk more EXP exclusives. How many people have their Zenlist, aka EXP exclusive account already set up? Everyone should have that. Go into your email if you don't, but can I get a show of hands or an emoji if you already have your Zenlist set up? All right, cool. So then let's train on this. Let's coach on this. So this is going to be super, super important. So here's what we're going to do. We're walking in the era of making sure that we're proving our worth and having inventory that is not seen by everybody. So here's what we're going to do. Give us a couple weeks to put this together. We're going to order black binders for all of the offices. And each week on Friday, we're going to create a folder. And in that folder, it is going to be scrubbed with off-market opportunities, expireds in your market. It's going to have the EXP exclusives coming soon from Slack. And what it's going to do, it's going to be a binder that you guys can take to open houses. And that way, if a consumer is walking in, they want to know what it's like working with you. You guys have this whole entire pitch based on this exclusive offering that only you have that's not open to the masses. So each of you will have the black binder that you can bring to open houses that it's only for people that are exclusively working with you. So it's a great opportunity for you to lead into a buyer's consultation and to get your broker buyer agreement, BRBC, signed. So more information to come on that. We're going to compile that list for you so you don't have to go searching for all of that stuff, but we want to make it really, really easy for you to show a consumer that we have what others don't. And that's why the EXP exclusives will be a game changer, not only working with sellers, working with buyers, but also working with your sellers. So more information to come on that in just a moment. I'll drop a video down below. That way you guys can check it out. But let's go ahead and get right over to you guys with community contributions. I don't even have to pull up the slide. Who's got an event? Who's got something that they're working on? Who wants to invite the crew to something that you have in the office coming up? Let's grab the mic and hear from you guys. What's good, you guys? Anybody? Anybody have something?
Me and Stockton.
All right, let's go, Samantha.
So on April 6th, I will be hosting a credit repair mastermind. So if you have any buyers that cannot buy because of their credit, bring them here or just come in yourself. This isn't just like my lead database or anything. This is open to everybody. And the reason why I'm opening it to everybody is because I will be giving away the letters that I use to boost my clients' credit scores. So if it's something simple, you guys will have it and you can do that for your clients.
Beautiful.
Where you don't have to pay like a big fee or anything. They'll just be given to you.
And Samantha, like, walk us through a little bit about this. I mean, are you currently working with buyers that you have also helped improve their credit? Like, what's that pipeline look like for you right now? Because obviously those two speak directly to each other.
Right. So yes, two. I've closed two that have gone through my credit repair program. And I'm working with some. I actually have I have some of like Jessica's clients, Stephanie's, Daniela's. So within the next month, their clients would be ready to buy. So they've been in there for about 3 months now. So I mean, it's getting there. It takes time, but I feel like if they're gonna wait to pay off their debt, their collections, which 90% of the time you do not have to pay off your collections, okay? So I feel like it's a good opportunity. So it's like if you're gonna wait, you might as well wait, save for your down payment. Don't save to pay off your stuff. Check it out first. If it's something so simple, let's get it fixed.
God, I love this. I love this. Good stuff. JJ, you had your hand up, but really quick, you guys, I'm putting 2 links into the chat right now. One is a video about EXP exclusives. Watch that video, unpack that video. You guys, I cannot tell you how important this video and this program is going to be to the future success of all of us on this call. Also, EXP just came out with this new toolkit. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check your email. You guys have it, but we want to make it easy for you. It is now down below in the chat. This is a toolkit. This is an overview for the buyer. This is an FAQ. This is a training, and it's also the replays from the National Association of Realtors settlement conversation that we had last week with some of the leaders in EXP. So you guys have that. There's also some printables, or excuse me, some social media posts. I don't really like them, but whatever you choose to do, that's on you guys. But you have that is down below in the chat. So make sure to grab that so you guys know where these things are. JJ.
Am I there? Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear. What's up?
Okay, no, just real quick, I want everybody to understand. Elias, you just went over that very quickly. One of the real reasons, I don't do a lot of business, but one of the main reasons why I stay on the team is because the crew that runs the show is lightning quick. They've already come up with a way to capitalize on the new things. I don't know if you guys understand that. Most other brokerages are still sitting there contemplating how this is going to impact the brokerage, much less the realtors. The team's already come up with something that can benefit you guys, us, immediately. So I know it's no big deal, but it's something that you guys should really think about. I mean, I've been at a lot of brokerages. Nobody works this fast. I'm just trying to let everybody know it doesn't normally work this way if you're not on something like us.
Well, I appreciate that, JJ. You guys, we have an obligation to you guys. Obviously, you have an obligation to your consumers as a fiduciary. We have a responsibility to you guys to make sure that we are getting out in front of this. Myself, Molly, Karina, and Kenny, we do not have all of the answers, but as a senior leadership team, we're doing everything that we possibly can to gather as much material facts as we can so you guys at least feel prepared. Now what we do is we perfect our language when it comes to our value and how we go over the BRBC, how we refine our buyer's consultations. So you guys, this is a time where we're really going to do a lot of work work that's going to make us all better. So JJ, we have a responsibility to you guys, so we're going to do everything that we possibly can. So I'm going to get right into the slides for the week, you guys. You were busy, but before I do so, did we have anything else, any other events or anything else you guys want to share before we move on? Going once.
Yeah, I do.
Real quick. Oh.
Let's
I
go,
do.
Peter. The brunch. Let's go.
Hey, I met this guy at the gym. I don't know how the conversation started, but he's passed his cert, and so he's just taking the test. And I told him about the team, and he's on the call right now. So I just wanted to introduce him. His name is Haroon.
Okay, very cool. What's up, Haroon? Nice to have you, my man. Thanks for being
How's it
here.
going, man?
Where are you from? Where are you at?
Currently in Alameda.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
All
met
right.
Peter through the gym, like we said, and then we were just talking about sales, and I was like, "Oh, are you an agent?" And then he just kind of talked to me about it, and he was like, "Oh, let's connect." And then from there, he's just been helping me out a ton. So just
I love
excited.
it. I love this relationship of soulmates happening. And Haroon, looking forward to talking with you more, telling you about the details of the company and everything. So thanks for being here. Hopefully you take one thing from this session. Back to you, Karina.
Thank you.
Karina, did you have something? Sorry.
Nope. I think Drea, right?
Oh, Drea.
Yeah. So my daughter and I are doing like a little side hustle of candied grapes. Totally not work related, but I will be in the office on Thursday. So if you guys have ever tried the candied grapes, hit me up and I'll bring those grapes for you on Thursday.
All right. So my question, put me in for a batch. I'll give it to the kids. Is it a real grape?
Yes, it's a real grape. They're frozen and they're dipped in hard candy, whatever flavor candy you want. I'll dip them in Jolly Rancher or Starburst Crunch. They're frozen. They're amazing. They're fireworks in your mouth.
Sounds like an edible. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Awesome.
Cosmic Clouds, you guys. Go follow my daughter, Cosmic Clouds.
All right, very cool, very cool. Awesome, guys. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Let me pull up my slides really quick. Boom, bam, we're back in. Let me go here. All right, cool. And now we are back to our regular scheduled program. Boom, bam. All right. So let's do this. Let's get right into escrows. You guys have had the busiest week that you've had in the past 4 weeks. And here's why this is important. Despite the noise, despite the chatter, despite the settlement, despite people panicking, you guys are saying, you know what? I have buyers that need me. There's houses to be sold. Let's go out there and handle our business. And you guys did exactly that. So let's start out with Jen and Anna got in contract for 415. Dan and Ryan got in contract for 427,990. Congratulations, everybody. Let's kick it off with Dan up in Sacramento. Let's hear from you, big dog. Talk to us about this deal, what worked. Talk to us about this partnership and talk to us about the strategy. Let's go.
Ryan, actually, why don't you go ahead and tell us about this one?
So Dan had these as a Redfin client originally, but it's been 2 years now?
Yeah.
About 2 years. And his criteria changed from an investment property and now all the way up to he's about to get married and wants to start a family. So originally looking in Sacramento, but kind of got a little discouraged because of all the pricing. So we started to look a little bit outside in Plumas Lake and then took him to a few houses over there and was finally able to find him one that him and his girl really liked.
Man, I love it. I love it. So congratulations to you guys. Ryan, I know that you've been putting in so many hours and your videos are dope. Your transitions are great. And so it's great to see all of that come full circle. So congratulations to you. Congratulations, Dan. And let's continue cruising on. All right, guys. Anna Oliver got in contract for 473. Joey Boy got into contract for 479, and Otis White got into contract for 500. Otis, I see you there. Looks like you're at breakfast, maybe, my man. Can you chime in, grab the mic, and talk to us about this deal?
Yeah, for the team, for sure. This one was a high school friend of mine. She came to me beginning of the year, right after we had that talk about getting myself back on social media. She was literally my first social media lead of the year. Obviously, I already know her though, but she came through and she said she liked how she'd been seeing me evolve and helping clients, and that was the reason why she chose me. We had 2 other friends we went to high school with that are realtors, so she chose me out of those 2 just off of what she's seeing me and working. So, I mean, obviously the camaraderie was already there. She trusts me, but she was talking about being a year away from her goal. So like at the end of this year, but we went on that first showing and she got hooked instantly. She went through the process with Christina, and I just want to send a super shout out to Christina. She's probably one of the world's best lenders. We had a few hiccups, but She stood up with the phone with her all night last night on this deal. Mama Bear actually took out 30 G's out the account. So it roughed some feathers up, but she went out and took that back out of her retirement and everything. She's fully committed. So we're just waiting on the final numbers to move, close the escrow a few days away. But me and the listing agent got some things to talk over. But at the end of the day, I think we're solid. Leaning on those relationships, if you're talking to somebody, whether not even if you went to high school, but if you have somebody right now, one of my key things that I'm putting into action is I'm sending out personalized videos, and I'm going to go actually today or tomorrow to do that fast at headquarters in one of the booths. So it looks really presentable, but to let them know you have a whole quarter to jump to it right now. It's going to save you possibly thousands of dollars, no rush, but I mean, 3 months is a long time. So let's try to see who we can get to jump the fences before, because it's going to be kind of a little headache to do in the beginning. So just, trying to stay proactive on doing things now instead of later.
I love it. I love it. Yes, Karina. Congratulations to you. As things change over the next couple months, we're going to do a rolling mastermind similar to what we did in Walnut Creek. Now, some of the conversation will be, the same, but obviously it will be different based on who's in the room. We're actually coming to Sacramento on the 1st, and we'll be doing a full tilt session from 10:30 to 12:30, just like we did in Walnut Creek. Eventbrite will go out today. I'm just waiting on the colors because I didn't like the colors of the Eventbrite. So if you guys are in the Sacramento office, obviously let's get together and then invite friends and people that are at other brokerages that maybe their brokerage isn't doing any type of masterminds around the event. So Sacramento will come to you on the 1st. That's going to be it's already on the team calendar, but you'll see the Eventbrite today. All right, let's continue cruising on. Alan got a contract.
Can I say one more thing? I just want to thank Sarah and Maria. I didn't have access out there. They helped me. Sarah literally came like last minute, baby in hand, to open the door for me. So I want to say thank you to Sacramento. And that's one of the key things to remember. You got brothers and sisters on the team that can help you at any moment. Like we were 10 minutes away from the showing and her pulling up with her mom. Could have been a catastrophe, but thank you so much.
Yes, I love this. I love this. Leverage, leverage, leverage. All right, Dan, this slide has got to make you happy. It's got to make you proud. So Alan got in contract for 565. Kevin Bowie got in contract for 580 on a flex deal. Ina got in contract for 605 on an Op City. And Damian Bledsoe got in a contract on a flex deal for 635. So congratulations to everybody that made it on this category. Shout out to you, Damian, for committing and recommitting to your business. I'd love to hear from you, Ina. Ina, let's hear from you. What worked? What are you seeing in the market? What was the challenge? What was the strategy? And how'd you win? Let's go to you.
So what worked, actually, we were just blanket writing offers with this guy, like 5 offers a week. And what ended up happening is a bunch of offers that we didn't win started falling out of contract. And the agents would reach out to me and say, hey, do you still want this? So we went from sort of desperate mode to having our pick. And I don't know if other markets are doing that. This is in Solano County around Sassoon and Fairfield. And that was a little bit of an eye-opening moment, but we were really, really excited. And, now just going through the process for this first-time home buyer.
I love it. I love it. And was there any type of challenges that you faced with the settlement? Did that come up? Was there any type of challenges that you faced, or was it just business as usual?
I mean, this all kind of happened right before the settlement. So right now with this particular client, it's business as usual. We're definitely having more and more conversations as these online leads come up. I'm definitely trying to push them more into, let's do a buyer's consult before I run out and meet you so that we can start making those adjustments now. And, similarly to what Otis was talking about, just sending an email to everybody who hasn't already done that to get them lined up. But, for this particular deal, we snuck in before all this happened. And now we've got the opportunity to start adjusting that.
Yeah. And we heard from some of the top leaders across the country over the last couple of days, and so many of them in their verbiage, like, okay, what do you know? What have you heard about the NAR settlement, right? And let a consumer say, here's the good news, right? And the good news is that it's going to amplify all of what we do. It's going to make us better. It's going to make us work more exclusively with people. Now, there's going to be some unknowns about, well, what happens if someone's out doing multiple open houses? What happens if an online lead comes through? You haven't even been able to articulate your value, but in order to show a house, you have to have a BRBC sign. So we'll get into all of that, but we're definitely working tirelessly to make sure that everyone will have that cadence and that flow, because if you're going to get a BRBC sign, guess what's on there? Commissions on there. And so we want to make sure that we are going in high, and we'll have that in a whole separate conversation. But yeah, I'm excited about the changes because it's going to make us all get really, really good at our buyer's consultation. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to everyone else in that category. And let's continue cruising on. All right, so next up on the list, we have, let me go present here. Joseph Chen got in contract for 710. Dan Sundberg, once again, 725. Great job. Donna Chen did I say Joseph? Yeah, sorry. Donna Chen, 741, and then V got in contract for 750. So congratulations to everybody that made it on the board in this category. Let's see who I have on. Dan, you are there front and center, my man. Let's hear from you.
All right, so this client actually met through Bigger Pockets, the online like real estate investing thing. Pretty active on there and like posting my investing stuff. And he was actually looking for a house that had an ADU or getting something that he could convert into an ADU, and saw some of the stuff that I posted, so reached out. And this was like probably one of the most protracted negotiations I've possibly ever had. We've been going back and forth with the sellers for about a month to get this one locked into contract. And so we finally settled on like $25,000 their asking price with a $22,000 seller credit. And the house has a completely finished ADU. So he's going to be able to move in, rent it out, and have income as soon as he gets in there. So hopefully this one sticks because he's got a lot of inspections lined up too. This is
Awesome.
a good one.
Well, congratulations to you once again. Love that. Fingers crossed that everything pans out. All right, let's continue cruising on. George got in George got in contract for 825, and Mauricio, $1 Million Smile, got in contract for 870. George, I think I see your camera on. George, let's go over to you. Let's hear your strategy. What worked? How you got this deal into contract? Let's go, big dog.
Yeah, so this was actually a lead that came in from a lender that I met on Instagram a year ago. Never met him in person, but just built a lot of great rapport with him. He actually had this lead with another agent in the area who I guess actually didn't provide the client the best experience. And so I guess that agent was writing this client offers 100,000 over what they were pre-approved for. So the lender reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to take over this lead. So I did. I've been working with them for only about like 2 months. We've written about 3 different offers. So this is the one that actually got finally accepted. I think this one, what came into play was definitely having open communication with the listing agent. And I know we're technically not supposed to write love letters. So kind of just sneaking it in when chatting with the listing agent and just really leveraging not only building the rapport with them, but I think also keeping in mind what's been helping me win a lot of my offers is just building that rapport and remembering that, hey, the other agent is a human too, and who really wants to, excuse my French, but who wants to work with an asshole for the next 4 weeks when you can work with somebody that you build a lot of great rapport with, you know is going to show up. And having the lender really just reach out to the listing agent and really just talking up your client and the file. And then just really diving deep on what the seller is looking for. I know one question that I really utilize right now that I got from Cynthia when talking to the listing agent is asking them, like, obviously, like, why is your seller selling? But how can I make you look good when putting together an offer in front of your client? So how can you help me help you look good when presenting my client's offer to your client? And so I think that's been the biggest thing that I added into my verbiage over the last couple of months, and that's definitely been helping. And also right now, because the market is so like heating up again, another thing, and I'm going to share a tip with you guys, is that I've been putting an addendum called the confidentiality and non-disclosure addendum, which is basically kind of ghosting them from telling any other agent when it's a multiple offer scenario, what the terms, price, and information of my offer is. And if they do, they can technically get a lawsuit against them. So yeah.
Wow, good stuff, man. I love this. I love this. You guys, here's what I want to recommend everybody to do. And if you don't have past clients, it's okay. Then leverage the team's past clients and leverage the team stories. When we did our mastermind last week in Walnut Creek, somebody said, not only getting all of your client reviews, that's a given. Each of you should have your client reviews updated. but getting your agent to agent reviews updated, meaning that if you've built great relationships like George was talking about with the listing agent, you were able to communicate, get your offer accepted, start to get some reviews from that other agent. And maybe that's you just creating a jot form like, hey, I'm making sure I'm building my relationships. I want my consumers to know how I show up for them, and have the other agents say what it was like working with you. Also, create your buyer case studies, right? Like Dan is able to articulate last year how much money he saved his clients, an aggregation of all of his clients, and knows the details of that. You guys should be doing the same. So when a buyer wants to work with you, you are already being able to convey what it's like working with you and what your case studies are. Oh, I beat out X amount of offers. I negotiated X amount off the list price. I was able to get concessions. I was able to do this, whatever it is. I was able to close in 10 days because I had a dope ass lender. Start building all of your buyer case studies. Go ahead. Someone took themselves off of mute. I think that was, let's go.
Yeah, I just wanted to elaborate on what you mentioned, Elias, because I recently actually went one step further than what you just talked about, and put together an Excel sheet that has every buyer side closing of mine, the original ask price, our closing price, and then the seller concessions that were negotiated, and as well as the number of offers. So I went back through the MLS and like searched through every single one, and now I'm presenting that to buyers during the buyer's consultation. And so I can show like my average savings per client when we negotiated, when there was one offer, is like $36,000. When we have multiple offers, here's what it looks like and everything. So then when we're sitting down and I'm saying I charge X amount for my buyer's fees, then I can point to like, here's why this amount on average that you're actually going to return money on what you're paying me for this.
Yeah, and listen, you guys, like get this very clear. The justification of your value, you might really understand it, but is it illustrated and is it documented? Is it somewhere that somebody can actually look at it on your buyer's consultation? That in itself is going to separate Dan. And so you guys start to compile that. And then if you don't have that, listen on these calls and keep those third-party stories somewhere. That way, when you're having communication, this is what our team does, and this is how our team's been able to win at such a very high level. So really good stuff, Dan. Love that. Would love to see that if you have an opportunity to share that with me one day. But let's go ahead and continue on. Jung Hee got in contract for 1.2. We'll come back to Jung Hee. Sunny got in contract for 1.258. And Eric King, man, I'll tell you what, Karina, in the last 2 months, this has been some really busy time, right, for Eric. I think he's put about 6, 7 in escrow in the last few months. Let's see if Eric is on. Karina, can you confirm
He's
that?
sold like let's see, 6 closed and he's got 3 pending.
I mean, he's just been on a tear, and he's in a new market. So my advice to you is have a baby and move, because you'll see a spike in what you're doing. But congratulations to you 3. I don't see them on the call right now, but shout out to these 3. Love the price points. All right. Now that's the big one. Romel and Aaliyah got into contract for $2,050,888. This is a really beautiful story. Romel, talk to us about this, big dog. Let's first off, let's stop. Let's congratulate them on this big deal. Love that price point. Love that payday for you guys. But let's talk a little bit about resilience. Tell us about this listing, how long it's been on the market, and how'd you guys stay in the fight to get it across the finish line? Let's hear it.
Yeah, thank you all. I want to start off first with gratitude. Thank God for this opportunity and this blessing. Big up to my partner, Leah, who's in the gym pumping iron. She said she couldn't be here, so I'm representing her. Big up to Eric Kang, too. That was his advice to me. Have a baby and move, and then you'll start blowing up. But I appreciate him being there whenever I needed him, just on text. And lastly, I just want to thank the team Fast, our team, all those who held the open houses, Roger, Julie, Jung Hee, Roxanne, Eric. I know I'm missing a couple people. Oh, Janita and Jessica. Janita and Jessica almost brought a client that was going to do a deal, and I was hoping this would be an all Team Fast celebration, but their client didn't follow through. Anyway, so this listing I got from my sphere of influence. My former college professor reached out to me to sell her and her husband's family home. Mad honored for that, just that she even trusted me, the rookie, to come out and help her do that. We were on market 160 days when we finally got in contract. This was a long haul. We went on market in October last year. We've been having a lot of steady interest. We've actually had 8 offers. Started off with a super low ball offer at 1,750,000. Felt kind of like they were trying to bully us on that one. Say, hey, just take this right now. It was during the wintertime last year, but we stuck through it, and all the offers have been going up. And then literally in one day, we got 3 top level offers, one for 2,020,000, one for 2,025,000. And then at the last minute, this offer came in from an agent who I've been nurturing. She has brought 2 clients by. Those didn't work out, and her third client was gung ho and ready to go. She called me and asked us, "Hey, do you think your clients would take 2,050,000?" And I'm glad I wasn't in person because my poker face would have fell apart. I'd be like, yeah, I think they're gonna take that. So they wrote, and the rest is history.
Man, I love it. And you know what? Way to have patience, way to see it through, way to stay poised, way to stay relaxed and not, fall apart. Great job, man. Great job to you. Great job to Aaliyah. Love to see this partnership. You guys, listen, NAR, settlement dropped last Monday, right? It dropped on Friday. Then we started getting together on Monday to talk about the settlement. In light of everything that's going on, like this, you guys, I spoke about you proudly, in front of all the top teams and all of EXP, over the last couple of days in Nashville. And to say, like, this is how champions play. This is how champions play, no matter what. We made it through COVID. We made it through interest rates. We're going to make it through this. We'll make it through any other changes that our industry faces, because that's what champions do. And so I'm really glad to see that over the last 4 weeks, this is the best week of production that we've had in light of everything that happened. So give yourselves a pat on the back. Congratulations to all of your success. And let's go back over to Romel. So Romel, we wanted to honor you. You are the fast story of the week. You're committed to taking your business to new heights. You're a hustler. You've been resilient. And it's really great to see everything that you're willing to do to commit and stay in the fight. So I know you just spoke, my man. Anything else you'd like to say? Congratulations on being the fast story.
Just thank you, and I'm praying I'm not going to be a Milli Vanilli one-hit wonder. I'm looking forward to more deals and working with my team to just keep crushing and serving people in our communities.
That's right, my man. That's right. I would leverage the heck out of this sale. Let's let that whole entire community know what you're able to do. Let's make this a big deal. Let's be loud on social about this, and let's capitalize on this win. So congratulations to you once again. Now, huge congratulations in order. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating some social pieces to where when you hit these major milestones in our environment, we want to make sure to give it even more shelf life, allow you to have a piece of content that can live on your wall, whether or not you choose to have it on your grid, that's completely up to you. But I remember when Jung Hee started with us, and Jung Hee has always had this level of tenacity. She is really, really smart when it comes to the contract. She's a great negotiator. And to see that she has now successfully achieved over 50 closed deals, it's amazing to see. So Jung Hee, I don't know if you're on the phone, on the call, but let me see, she is not. So Jung Hee, congratulations to you. We want to honor you, praise you, edify you. And just wanted to say congratulations on all of your hard work. We know it's been a rough road the last couple of years, but no matter what, you still showed up. And so congratulations to you. So let's give Jung Hee some love, some light, some positive energy for this milestone and this accomplishment. All right, guys, looking ahead for a couple of reminders. If you are a new agent, is it Haroon? I think I said that right. You may want to clear your schedule, bro, for this week. We have an event in our office from 10 to 2. It's called the Rookie Invitational. This is for people that want to learn about who their partners are going to be in this business, who are the key players in title, who are the key people for lenders. And it's just a great way to come together, get some great information. And then we're also going to offer a free business planning workshop for anybody that attends. That's going to be held in Hayward the following week. And so if you are inviting people to come to this, they not only get to come meet some key players in our industry, but then they get to have a free business planning session. So I don't care where they choose to land in real estate. Our hope is that they choose to align with us. But even if they don't, they get a free 2-hour business planning workshop with me in the office. We'll probably provide some food, but we want to make sure that this is a very, very special time for them and that we're there in their corner no matter what route that they choose. So if you have the ability to do so, be out there, support. I'll see you guys there. Here's your fast trends for the week. Make sure to grab this link. This is going to be your cheat code. So Oakland, I'm going to have you guys grab your phones really quick. Grab this cheat code. Grab the audio. Get the recommendations. Same for you guys, Sacramento. Go ahead and grab that QR code. All right, cool. Everyone else, grab that QR code. This is your fast trends for the week. We shared this in Nashville, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is great." It's only great if you guys use it. It's only great if you lean to this and get some really good ideas about how you can build for social, get some new style of content, some new music, save that music in your files. That way you have some dope music for the next video that you create. So highly, highly recommend that you take advantage. Let's go, Karina.
Just want to, I don't know if Patrick's on this call or not, but he has been rapidly working on that content ideas channel on Slack. So please, take advantage of that. Use that for content. I believe all the team members have been added to that channel at this point, but use that too.
Yeah, you guys, obviously we try to do everything for you. The only thing that we can't do is actually create the content for you. In some cases, we can create the content for you, meaning like we'll tag you on something, but at the end of the day, you guys have to be able to jump. We provide you more resources, more tools, and more opportunities to build your brand and identity than any other brokerage on the face of the planet. It's up to you guys to step up. Now, one last thing before we start to wrap session, I want to make this easier for you guys, and I want to get your guys' feedback. Please, this is important to me. So what we've done is we have created a type form for Keep It Moving coaching ideas. Now, if you have thoughts about, I want to know how to do an addendum, that's not what this is for. But if you have ideas about marketing, branding, flow, something you want to talk about in regards to building, business plan, all those things that are wrapped up into your production, make sure to fill this type form out. You just hit the link down here, write your suggestions, and then it'll take you to the actual type form so you can write your suggestions. So open your guys' feedback, love your guys' feedback. I appreciate that. And that is right there in the chat. Also in the chat, you see the registration for legislation day in Sacramento. That's going to be in May. I highly recommend that you guys go to Ledge Day. Now, obviously, there's going to be tons of things that are spoke about that impact the future of our business. So get involved in that conversation. You come together with so many great minds. Sacramento, you're going to be there. I was thinking about we should do a happy hour afterwards, but Ledge Day already has something going on. But maybe Sacramento, we do something anyways at the office. Bring people together, have some food, have some music at the office, but I'll talk to you guys when we get there for our session. But register for Legislation Day. I think it's important that we all go out there. We have a voice, and we're raising our hand and standing up for causes that are truly going to impact our industry. So hopefully I can see you guys' faces there. Now, before we head out, before we wrap session, anything else anybody wants to share, contribute, insights, thoughts, anything else before we wrap sesh? Going once? Going twice. All right, cool. Haroon, thank you for being here, my man. You sat through our entire meeting. Thanks for being here. If you can say one key takeaway from your time being here with us, what would that be, Haroon?
Well, I learned a ton, of course, but also just seeing how the presentations of every single person and the story behind every single person, someone's so different, but in a way it's also the same. And it's just a way of like motivation for me, just to know that I could be in that process of helping people make something happen and help them close one of their biggest deals they'll ever do in their life, because buying a house is going to be one of their biggest assets they'll ever own. So it's just exciting.
I love it, my man. Well, thanks for being here. You guys, a couple more things to be on the lookout. Obviously, we're going to do another content day. We're going to do the next one up in Brentwood. We did Sacramento. We did Oakland. We're going to do more of these rolling masterminds around the National Association of Realtors. We're also going to do other masterminds that are going to be real estate related, but it's, we're going to feature different people in different markets, whether it's Patty, whether it's Jason Pigal, whether it's, Enrique Medellin, wherever it is. We're going to do these cool rolling masterminds, kind of like a concert series coming to your city. And so we're going to be doing that over the course of the next couple of months. We just want to be visible, and we want to make sure that we're getting in front of as many people as we can. For you guys, when you think about where we are in the company right now as an organization, 2 days ago, we were number one, and stay on this for a second. We're number one in the whole entire world for sales volume EXP. Now, today we're number 3, but we're going back and forth between 1 and number 3. You guys check this out. That's 90,000 plus people in this company, and you guys are between number 1 and number 3. And I cannot tell you how honored and how praised and how much people look up to every single person on this call and what you guys are able to do in this movement that we've created at Fast Real Estate. So know that you guys are champions. Let's continue to go out there, play like the champions that we are, show up to these events. We're going to try to put as much on the calendar as we can. I'm also going to be releasing database days. These are the days where we're going to come into the office. For example, if we're all in Oakland today and Sacramento today, we're going to go through our databases, best scripts, how to follow up, how to find the deals in our database. And so more training, more in-person stuff. And that's our promise to you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing, amazing week. Thank you for all your contributions last week, and let's make this a record-breaking week this week. If you need anything, you know where to find me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Keep It Moving Group Coaching. We'll also be in the office tomorrow, your senior leadership. We have a meeting from 1 to 4 o'clock in the Oakland office, but we'll probably get there a little bit early. So if you're there, we look forward to seeing you guys' faces. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stoked to be back, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.